Right, I was just watching the television. Run out of tea, damn. And I'm watching the BBC News, and I'm watching this little report thing they do, little programme thing. I can't know what they call it. This is me. Anyway, it's whatever. And they were talking about spying. A little snippet on spying, about a little 2-minute thing on spying. What do you think makes a good spy and all this like? So they went around the country asking, probably around London, asking people what they think makes a good spy and what a good spy needs. And there was one woman, no, not woman, probably about 18, probably university student, 17, 18, 19, she looked. I don't think she's even made it to lady. She's probably still a girl. She's not intelligent enough to be classed as a lady yet. She's still a girl, I think. And her comment was, well, I think before we start talking about spying, we ought to know what the word espionage means. With a straight face. Complete straight face stuck up bitch. Well, I think you should know what espionage is before you're a good spy, before you become a spy. That was it, yeah. I think you should know what espionage means before you become a good spy. With a straight face, cocky, stuck up, I'm a pompous rich bitch face on, like, and it was. I'm not joking. I'm not just being despiteful, like, yeah. She was got nice clothes on. She stood with her nose slightly up like that and talked to the cat. Well, I think you should know what espionage is first. So I thought, hang on a second, yeah, I'm not quite sure what the dictionary meaning of espionage is. Not quite sure. So I opened it up, it's on Wikipedia here, and its only meaning in the English dictionary is spying. That was it. I thought, right, for a start, it was a bit strange what she said, and it provoked me to look at the word espionage and see what the exact dictionary meaning was. But I'm sitting in front of a TV here and a computer, and I've got a dictionary here. Can you imagine, with that kind of attitude out in the public? Let's say she's gone out for a hen night with the girls, and she's gone round London, and there's some lads, they've just gone down to a bank and robbed it, and they've got, you know, a couple of grand spare because they got away with it, and they're not the brightest of lads because they didn't get a chance at school, but they are still bright because, you know, they've just got away with the bank robbery. But they've not quite got the vocabulary of her, and they don't quite understand that. They're a little bit violent, shall we say, and you can understand why. And they fancy her because, well, you know, she's dressed nice, she's quite nice looking, so they've gone up to her, and guess what? She's a snobby, stuck-up bitch, right? And not only is she a snobby, stuck-up bitch, she thinks she's clever. She doesn't know she's clever, because clever people wouldn't mind the people in the first place, and she just wound up the camera like she did. She thinks she's clever, and I can do it as well. If the snobs think they can do it, I can do it as well. I'm just following my leaders, because she's obviously a snobby leader, so I'm just following my leaders when I do this, and I'm doing it right now to her. So she does it, and the black bloke will go, oh yeah, hi lady, blah blah blah, chat up line, and she goes, whatever it is, probably comes up and goes, oh yeah, hi, blah blah blah. I can't think of a chat up line. I don't know any chat up lines. I really don't know any corny chat up lines. I've never caught a corny chat up line. Just think of a chat up line yourself and think of a word in it, right? So let's think of a word quickly, because I haven't thought of Genie. Oh, your eyes hypnotise me, or something like that, and then she comes up with something like fascinate. You know what I mean? In response, because she's a clever bitch. Someone says hypnotise, and she goes, oh yeah, fascinating. But in the context of the conversation, she's not only dumped the lad hands down straight away because she doesn't want to talk to what she classes as a moron. because that's what she's going to call him, and doesn't realise that he couldn't give a shit what she thinks about him. He's got 500-600 quid to spend on her that night and just wants a bit of fun. Do you want a bit of fun, love, or do you want to settle down in a relationship? You want a hen night, love? Do you want a bit of fun or not? Right? And there's no need to belittle me. You're out on a hen night, do you want some fun? I've got money, he's going, yeah? And because this stuck up fucking bitch has belittled him, and I see this all the time, now the lad is really pissed off. But he gets over it, because, you know, you can take a few hits, and he gets over it. It's early on in the night. But later on the night, the hen night's going on and blah blah blah, she sees him again and comes over, and now she's seen him chatting up some other girls, because that's what lads do, and she thinks he's some kind of male chauvinist now. But he's got money and he's looking for girls that want fun. What more can you ask for, like, yeah? And they're all dressed up in sexy outfits, but they all want different things, but he's trying it on. So anyway, now she's getting snidey because he's still trying it on with different girls, and she doesn't think that he's allowed to do this. So she goes across and makes another comment, because she's a bright spark. And he goes out and causes about 500 grand's worth of damage in the city centre, but doesn't get caught for it because he's clever. And these women are doing that all the time. Is that intelligent or is that stupid? That's all I've got to say on this video. But I've got to wait 2 minutes in silence now because YouTube uploader doesn't work correctly. I think I should have named this Thick Bitches. I think I did call it Thick Bitches. We'll soon see, I can't remember now. I think it was called Thick Bitches. Now let's listen to Sarkozy. God.
Of hard-working families and businesses in each of our countries.
So there you had Gordon Brown's words on the way in. He knows that he's got to try and show some political leadership on this. He knows that trying to get the one of the big concerns is the knock-on effect that that's going to have on jobs and on levels of employment. I think that's why we're getting this focus now on trying to get some extra help for small businesses, which are a key part of the British economy.
Carol, thank you very much. Carl Walker in Paris, who rightly corrected me. Angela Merkel also made a statement on the way in. President Bush has warned that the United States economy still faces serious challenges after signing into law the multi-billion-dollar rescue package for Wall Street. The authorities have promised to work quickly to implement the deal after it was passed yesterday by the House of Representatives.
We're rescued!
Traders cheered on Friday as the US Congress passed a $700 billion rescue package designed to shore up the financial systems that are dragging down the economy. But this is only the end of the beginning. Now the government has to find the money and work out how to spend it.
It'll take some time for this legislation to have its full impact on our economy. Exercising the authorities in this bill in a responsible way will require a careful analysis and deliberation.
Many lawmakers remain deeply unhappy with the deal. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi promised hearings next week into how it ever became necessary.
But our eye now is to the future.
Yes.
To shine the bright light of accountability on what is happening in our financial markets so that it doesn't happen again.
Yes, mustn't happen again.
The bill is aimed at restoring trust and confidence in the markets that will in turn free up credit. But many experts warn that it won't do anything to stop the country sliding into recession. And there are signs that's already happened.
What happened was, the American government injected cash into the economy that released capital for people to get mortgages. Then something else happened in the other part of the world which collapsed the economy, and now they've had to inject more money into the economy. If you look at the big picture, that's exactly what happened. Bush injected some money, now he's had to inject